My name is Ron Orsini. I'm a managing director with Alvarez & Marsal's Corporate Performance Improvement Group based in Houston. And I joined the firm 19 years ago. I joined in April of 2004, about 4 months after what was called then the Business Consulting Group was formed. And I was around employee number 15 at the time. My first awareness of A&M was through Tom Elsenbrook, who is leader of the Corporate Performance Improvement practice. I was a client of his from one of his previous firms when I was in industry. And since I started my career at Bain, Tom wanted me to help build our strategy practice for the middle market. What appealed to me about the Corporate Performance Improvement Group was that it was essentially a startup, but with the backing and connections of a successful restructuring firm. I also liked that the growth of the firm was managed at the individual level, not through merging with another firm. So Tony and Brian could ensure the cultural fit over the long term, that it had the right people to maintain the culture going forward. A lot of our work back then was really generated through friends and family. We didn't have case studies, and we were still making connections with our colleagues in the restructuring practice. I remember our first client was a referral from Peter Briggs, who was a partner in the restructuring practice for a small candy-based company in El Paso, Texas, and Juarez, Mexico, that needed an updated strategy and significant performance improvement. We've come a long way since those days. I've stayed at A&M over these 19 years because of really the type of work. I enjoy helping companies tackle their biggest problems, bringing the right level of experts, and helping them drive change. So the type of work, that high impact work, working with CEOs and boards on their most important things are what really gets me excited about what we do here. And we get to work with great people at all levels in the organization and across the business units and geographies. So I work with people in restructuring, in our tax practice, and in Europe and Asia. And it's seamless how we can all engage and work together. And I also like the fact that many of my colleagues are operators who really bring firsthand experience in dealing with difficult corporate situations. And what also keeps me here is that we're still entrepreneurial, even 19 years later. First with building of the CPI practice, and now as we build out our corporate transformation services practice, of which I'm a part. And what I think is unique about A&M and why I find it to be a great place to work, is that Tony Alvarez and Brian Marcel are still actively involved in the business. They are involved with the direction and reviews of all the managing directors, of building out and investing in new aspects of our business. It's great to see them and maintain that continuity as we continue to grow to the size that we are today. Secondly, is that we truly are a meritocracy in that we live our values. And we are rewarded for our values of doing gold standard work, building our practice, and developing our people. And lastly, what I think makes us unique compared to other larger firms especially is that there is a huge market potential for us and that we're building off of our brand reputation. There's a lot of upside and growth that really makes it exciting and a great place to be.